Well, the reviews are in, and the second Republican presidential debate at the Reagan Library in California was an absolute disaster. I mean, it was a bit of a clown show, honestly, and that breaks my heart because I'm a Republican. I'm rooting for these guys. If you didn't watch it, well, we watched it for you. You're welcome.
What is your mathematical path,
yes,
Governor DeSantis, in order to try to beat President Trump, who has a commanding and enduring lead in this race?
And Dana Perino, I love you. I really do. And you're pretty aces. But this question, why does this matter to me, a Republican voter? I mean, you're sitting up there talking to the guy who has the closest lead to Donald Trump and saying, you don't have a chance. Well, if that's the case, then why the hell are we even doing this? Why did you spend all the money on the sets and the lighting and your beautiful hair and makeup? I mean, you're basically sitting there saying, this entire debate is pretty much meaningless. So what do you think? Wasting my time. And it isn't an issue that we Republicans care about. It's not going to change my life to hear what his political strategy is. Come on.
Because they've done it. Vivek, put your hand down for a second, would you? I still got time, dude. So chill out.
That was the best moment for Christie, certainly, maybe the best moment of the debate, because here's the thing. Vivek Ramaswamy, I was at the last debate. You may not see this on television. I was in the arena. The whole day, he's constantly got his hand up. He's like Arnold Horseshack. He's that kid in class. Oh, I know. I've got the answer. Yeah, I guess he's letting the debate moderators know that he wants to jump in here. But Christie, unlike the embarrassing Donald Duck line that he practiced in front of the mirror about 50 times before he stepped on the stage, this was natural. This was Jersey. This was, come on, chill out, dude. I gotcha. I loved that, actually.
And Donald Trump should be here to answer for that, but he's not. And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight. Not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
All right. I want to ask the governor.
God, that's painful. And you know how much money this man spent on consultants to come up with that line for him? And look at the look on his face. He's so proud of himself. Oh, I nailed it, guys. I nailed it. That's going to be the winner. No, it's really not. In fact, it was probably the worst cringe moment of the debate, and that's saying something.
Talk about someone who has never seen a federal dollar she doesn't like. 10 cents on the gallon in South Carolina. As the UN ambassador, you literally put $50,000 on curtains in a $15 million subsidized location. Next.
You got bad information. First of all, I fought the gas tax in South Carolina multiple times against the establishment.
Just go to YouTube.
Against the establishment.
Just go to YouTube.
And you want to know what that 10 cent
Yep.
was? When they wouldn't pass the gas tax, the establishment and the companies wanted me to do it so much that I said the only way I will pass it if you will give us three.
All you have to do is go watch Nikki Haley on YouTube.
Senator Scott, you want to be president of the United States. You're trying to engage in a debate here. You're trying to make a big point. And when you're challenged on it, the best you got is, well, go check it out on YouTube. But more importantly, I want to know about the curtains.
Did you send them back?
It's the State Department.
Did you send them back?
Did you send them back? You're the one that works in Congress.
Oh my gosh.
You get it
You
done.
hung them on your curtains.
They were there before I even showed up at the residence. You are scrapping. You are scrapping.
I'm not scrapping.
You know I fought taxes.
Here's the fact, though.
I cut taxes. I loaded up our
You wanted a gas tax increase, and then you wanted
We do not intend to go ahead like this. In fact, we're about to take a commercial break.
You realize that they were just debating about the cost of the curtains in Nikki Haley's apartment when she lived in New York, and nobody was mentioning the fact that the Justice Department's been weaponized against American people. Sorry, I'm getting a little riled up.
My wife isn't a member of the teachers union, but I got to admit I've been sleeping with a teacher for 38 years. And so full disclosure.
Well. Mike Pence after dark.
Transgenderism, especially in kids, is a mental health disorder. We have to acknowledge the truth of that for what it is.
That was a bold statement from Vivek, and by the way, absolutely touched on an issue that is probably paramount for so many conservatives right now, and parents in particular, and, well, good for him. That was actually a really strong moment for him.
There's one person on this.
This is infuriating because TikTok is one of the most dangerous social media apps that we could have. And what you've got, I honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say because I can't believe.
Ooh, so now listen, there's one thing. It's one thing to sort of have a biting criticism of your opponent, but I know that was a big viral moment for Nikki Haley, but I think in the worst possible way. Because here's the thing: when you say that when you listen to Vivek Ramaswamy you get dumber, well, there's a lot of people who support Vivek Ramaswamy. There's a lot of people who like Vivek Ramaswamy. There's a lot of people who actually do listen to Vivek Ramaswamy. And what Nikki Haley is saying is that they're dumb. They're dumb, and that's not the way to do it. Not the way at all. That wasn't a good look, was it? And then there's this moment, which really does sum up what the entire evening was like.
Hunter Biden, millions of dollars, was a partner of yours as well. It's not nonsense.
So look, here's what I want to respond. These are good people who are tainted by a broken system, and it's not the fault of anybody who's in politics.
Some of us are tainted.
Excuse me. Thank you for speaking while I'm interrupting. While I'm speaking.
No, you said
if I may finish. If I may finish.
You can't be on both sides.
Gentlemen, you'll have your turn.
One of the challenges we should have
a debate between Vivek and business in China. Everybody knows that.
If I may address,
focus on holding Joe Biden accountable. That's what we need to be focusing on.
I actually agree with Ron DeSantis.
Everybody speaking at the same time, no one can understand your message.
Thank you. The one person whose English is a second language needs to step in and say, when you're all talking over each other, no one can hear a damn thing. And that was pretty much how the entire evening went. Really looking forward to the next debate. The winner, clearly Donald Trump, because he didn't participate.